We want the funk. Gotta have that funk. I'm Sam Mitchell, and these are my stories. We want the funk. Gotta have that funk. Howdy, folks. Having a good day today. Let me be the first to welcome you to Autism Rocks and Rolls. Now, before we begin, I must note that I am not a doctor or psychiatrist. If your son or daughter is diagnosed with autism, please see a physician. I only speak based on my experiences. I also not own the right to the outro. The outro was found on gospelkey.com. Now, I have some shout-outs to give. So the first shout I must give is to, I have to say, the latest episode, and my guest, the Serena Southpaw, DeJesus, and Garrett Holev, in C133, Into the Octagon with DeJesus and Garrett Holev for that episode, and they really stole the show. And I almost want to say thank you for being on my show and inspiring all of us through your MMA fighting. The next one I must give to is, I was on a networking site the other day called Moguls Networking, and I want to give a huge shout out to my man Raul, and I can't wait to work with him and hopefully get his sponsorship. And I have been on several podcasts lately. I want to give a shout out to my friends Bob DePascal from the Speaking Life Impact podcast, Johnny Motions from the Emo Dojo podcast, Mike from the You Know What I Mean podcast, Richard all the way from Canada, the Inside the Orange podcast, Brent Cedarum from the Examinary podcast, and the Newbies podcast to my listeners. This is how we make it and grow, by promoting each other. Tune into their podcasts. I am also enjoying working with Ashley Schwartz from the Indiana Autism Society. Big thanks on the horizon with collaboration. And I also want to give a shout out to the Mental Health Radio News Network. What cool people. Thank you for helping me connect to other mental health podcasts, and it was a great time being on your show. And boy, oh boy, the sponsors just keep coming. Check out my website, autismrocksrolls.com, for information for the sponsoring the show or buying ad space. I want to give a shout out to my man Steve at Wellspring Pain Solutions and Adam at Commercial Services, my awesome two big sponsors. And the good news is my friend Courtney Collision is still collecting donations for the injury sustained in a car crash. If you want to donate, let me know, and let's help her out, because donations will keep coming. She'll hopefully get fully recovered. Now, we have a quick word from our sponsors, so hit it.
Greene County General Hospital is proud to support Sam Mitchell and Autism Rocks and Rolls. Greene County General Hospital is located in Linton, Indiana. We offer a broad scope of health services at the hospital, as well as 4 medical clinics located throughout Greene County: my Linton Clinic, my Worthington Clinic, my Westgate Clinic, and my Bloomfield Clinic. We also offer an orthopedic and sports medicine center with Dr. John Hammerstein, located in Linton, Indiana. Our Women's Health Center is located at the My Linton Clinic with 2 board-certified OBGYNs, Dr. Douglas Lawson and Dr. Laurel Walton. Check out our website for more information, greencountyhospital.com. Enjoy the podcast, and we appreciate your support in removing the stigma from autism.
All right, so, yep, let's give them a round of applause, because, yes, I would recommend this podcast like always, and I would enjoy their hospital, because it is a good hospital. Now, today, we're going to be talking about for music, and it's not popular music like the last music episode I did in C1119, popular for that. But today, we're going to do a funk music. So today is about funk music, like I said, because we all get groovy, we dance, we sing along, we have the best time of our lives with it. So funk music is a form of music that originated from something that is part of history, slavery. And even though, yes, it's a dark time in history, you can't deny it. It's a part of history. The sounds of funk music could be heard from the slave plantations, and as the years have gone on, the sounds have been mixed to create R&B, soul, and jazz, along with soul, like, ow! Or, yeah! Oh! I think we do sort of enjoy this type of music because it gets you moving. I think people with autism like to move and dance, and there's no denying it. I mean, an example, my mother, and C105 Meet My Mother, she talked about a boy in her classroom who could pace and move, but he's working, like doing schoolwork. And to me, that's impressive. I would never deny that. But to me, if it's moving, it's helping him, so be it. What's the problem with that? I don't see a problem with it. And sometimes to function, because some people on the spectrum, they gotta move it, move it, move it. They like to move it, move it. They like to move it. And it helps them to critical think. To help them with situations that they can't get out of if they just sit there like a dead dog. And it's kind of cool in my opinion, because when you people put on a funk song with fun and catchy beats, next thing you know, we're dancing, we're doing the disco, we're dancing like John Travolta, who was the biggest probably disco dancer alive. Now, y'all, we gotta talk about the history of it, because the history of funk music began with the one and only James Brown, as he's joined by the Famous Flames. Then in 1962, he created 2 big hit songs that we will use today, so that's kind of a hint, hint, wink, wink ordeal. But anyway, furthermore, he began to grow, to have that soul, and to have dancing with him, and to have everything with him, whether he shook his feet, whether he jumped in the air, whether he did, I don't think he could do a backflip, but I could see him doing it. But anyway, I could see him just doing all these cool tricks, these cool feet maneuvers. And as time went on, they created the music for him, which was called now funk. And even with the funk, you see people probably still use it today in movies, TV. You see people probably like use it for coping mechanisms. I mean, you see funk. I mean, it is alive. Whether it was still created in 1960 and may have died down a little, but it's still here. It ain't going anywhere. Now, my thoughts are I like it, and it's good for you to lighten up or make something boring, and it can turn into a party. For example, I can have the power to turn something easy, such as cleaning, cooking, or letting out the dogs, and I could turn into a party. I could turn clean into like the biggest clean Olympics alive. Or I could turn the biggest cooking normal day into a cooking barbecue party. However, it can be annoying sometimes because to me it's too peppy and repetitive. Because it's just like la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Oh my god. Okay, after 15 minutes, that gives you a headache. And here's the deal. The happiness, I'm not saying I'm a depressed guy or anything. I'm not saying like I enjoy sad songs. No. I mean, I won't lie. Some like sad songs I do enjoy, but not because they're just good songs. But it's just sometimes it's just too annoying. It's not the right time, if that makes any sense. Because half the time it's like, okay, I'm kind of sad right now. I kind of need some alone time. And there are some occasions that funk music will work for that. Like, okay, maybe a funk song will help me. But sometimes they don't want that. Sometimes they want to mourn with the song. And they don't quite want to mourn to a funk song that's really groovy and dancey. Alright, so let's play that game that we did in 1119 Popular and see 1119 Popular again because that's a good episode. So let's get our pencil and paper out. So I'll wait. Alright, so now we got our paper and pencil. Here are the rules. We cannot cheat. We can't look them up like always. And for today, if you email me, you think you know the song title at mitchellsam171@gmail.com, you will get $10 off a gift card of your choice. And if you email me the next 2 times your runner's up, but you don't have the right answer, you will get a decal. And also with first place, you will also get a shirt. Now, how this game works is we have our mystery singer sing, and I'll tell you like a witty clue, like blah, 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 like a little conversational story. And then our mystery singer will sing. So, mystery singer.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
All right, thank you, mystery singer. And then after the mystery singer sings, I will tell you a moral on how the song can resemble autism more for you to think about what this song title is. So, round 1. You know some mystery singer?
Yeah.
I bought a car. Yeah, I bought my first car yesterday. And it's very old time because the car, it's called this.
Take a little trip. Take a little trip with me.
Now, if you listen to this song very carefully, you know what the word you hear in there is show off. In this song, it can get often mixed with a child with autism having a meltdown. And see 107 Meltdown Autistic Style for more information on that. But it could be because everyone in Walmart, when a kid cries, what do you think they're doing? Let's think. Okay, in my eyes, they think, oh, they're being a show off. They're showing off their actions. Oh, they're being brats. No, that's not the case. We're having a full-on meltdown because we really can't help it. We're crying because something didn't go our way with a toy that was thought that was going to be there. Or we didn't get our favorite ice cream. And I know that's typical child, but we were told that, hey, we'll go get your favorite ice cream. Okay, it's not there. What the heck? You lied to us. Wah, wah, wah. So when you lie to us, it's not good. But my point is, make sure you know it's there. But if we're having a meltdown, it's not really us having a tantrum. I mean, kids have tantrums, granted, but for the most part, you gotta know the difference between meltdowns and tantrums, and that's hard to do, believe me. I wouldn't lie to you guys. That's really hard to do, but you gotta know the difference because I don't want anyone to mistake a tantrum for a meltdown. And also, with this, you gotta remember, too, if they don't get it, what they want, not because they're being tantrums and because they have to get grounded or anything, but it's because the fact that they were lied to and it wasn't there. So you have to make sure it's there. And I'm not saying, like, be the double agent. I mean, it will happen sometimes. But just try to comfort them and understand that sometimes we don't get things what we want or we don't get everything we want in life. So, mystery singer.
Yes.
I finally have a child.
What?
Yep. It's a baby boy, and he's learning how to walk. But you know what else he's doing as well?
What?
He's finally doing this.
Stay on the thing.
As we all know, this song is about moving. People with autism using music therapy as a way of escaping their issues along with pacing and moving to cope with help, because it does. Music therapy does help. When you walk outside and the air smacks you in your face, it feels good. It helps you clear your mind. When you're running, it helps you. Feet are here for a reason. I don't mean like just to, even though they stink a little bit, they're here to help you cope still. And even though they, like I said, even though they smell bad, they're here. You might as well put them to good use. So, Mystery Singer, you know where I went to the other day?
Where?
I went to the bar.
Which bar?
The Players Pub, actually. And I met this woman, and you know what she told me?
What?
She told me this.
Burning down the one-night stands.
The genre of the song is funk, but if you listen carefully, there's some rock in there. And I love that because I love rock, and I gotta do this, so sorry, not really. And as time went on, funk transitioned from rock. When you hear the word transition, I hear autism, because in life, the ones who have autism have to learn transitioning with school and age, because the problems will be different, and parents must understand how hard learning the word, that famous T word, is, because it will be different. And one day it could be, and days too, it may be a different day you have a different struggle. You never know. It all depends on your child.
Gotta move on.
Now, when you hear this mystery singer sing her line, I see autism in a way of people moving on from certain ideas, because when we get stuck on things, and everyone has to understand, we cannot help it. I mean, I think the mystery singer knows, and I think everyone knows, who knows me well enough, I get stuck on professional wrestling easily. Like, I know every move, I can tell you every match, but you got this other kid who's obsessed on investigating or murder crimes. You just got, everyone has their own different obsessions, and it's not a bad thing. I mean, is it annoying at sometimes? Yes, I won't lie. I think I might drive my parents crazy with it sometimes. But anyway, it's not a bad thing all the time. I mean, after a while, yeah, probably should give like a time limit or something, but it's not all that bad. It's really not. It is not bad. It could lead us to a good future. It really could, man. It could. But you got another kid whose just obsessions are okay. They're not a bad thing. They're not bad 24/7. They are good, and I will stick to that opinion. So, round 5. You know something, mystery singer?
What's up, Sam?
I love my grandparents, especially my grandpa.
I love him too.
You know what type of man he is?
What?
He's this type of man.
Grab the rope, and I'll pull you in.
Now, this one states that in this song, it talks about working hard, because working hard comes up multiple times, and people in the spectrum have to work hard to earn extra opportunities, and hard to understand life sometimes, and that's not the easiest thing to do sometimes. It comes natural to most after a while, but when we're in that young age, watch out, because it won't be easy some days. Some days are going to be harder, some days will be easier, some days we even in the medium where we understand one thing, we don't understand something. And an extra clue, one of the brothers is on the spectrum. So, mystery singer, guess what?
What up?
Yesterday was a really excellent day, and you know why?
Why's that?
Because it was sponsor day.
Woo!
And guess what? How I felt that day?
How'd you feel?
I felt this.
Love can't do me no harm.
Now, I must say, the singer in this song doesn't feel too bad. When someone on the spectrum feels safe and comfortable, they cannot complain. And boy, let me tell you, do they feel good, because why would we need to complain? We're safe and sound, and a little song reference there, but we're also comfortable. Why would we need to complain? We're living a good life, and there's really nothing to worry about, so of course, love can't do us no harm. Now, we got to take a quick commercial break, guys, so we'll be right back, folks. Now, a word from our sponsors. I have a sponsor. It's not only a sponsor, but these people seem like the nicest people ever. Wellspring Pain Solutions is partnering with Autism Rocks and Rolls. They are not only friendly people, but they have 4 locations: Columbus, Batesville, Terre Haute, and Bloomington, Indiana. Doctors like Dr. Beck is leading the way in pain management. They support my mission to take the stigma off of autism and for people to realize I have autism. But I am not broken. I do not need to be fixed. I am me, and I embrace that. I've also had some big guests through my show, such as Dr. Temple Grandin, Simon Majumdar from Cutthroat Kitchen, and Armani Williams, the first NASCAR driver, open about having autism. They were also very excited about my amazing, upcoming guests. Also love my merchandise I sell. Hearing all about the press I receive, and hearing all about the podcast episodes I have created and I have been guest on. Wellspring Pain Solutions, www.wellspringpainsolutions.com and autismrocksandrolls.com. Alright, folks, and we're back, and yes, Wellspring Pain Solutions is a great company, and I don't want you to be too nervous to meet them. So for round 7, you know, mystery singer, guess I went to a party the other day. You know what this guy was?
What?
He was a party pooper. He wasn't having fun, but you know what he should have been doing?
What?
He should have been doing this. She's juicy and she's trouble. Now, the title of the song is blank, 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 dancing. And to me, we all should be dancing, really, and not dwell on autism, but you should be dancing to autism. Hey, mystery singer, so for round 8, mystery singer, guess what?
What?
I'm graduating. Whoop, 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 whoop. And that whoop, whoop, whoop means something. You know what it means?
What? What?
It means this.
So bring your good times and your laughter too.
This song can make you happy and want to party down with some. You must treat this husband with honor and recognition because they're a party. They can party too like everyone else. And you can treat them right with curt angles, 3 eyes, intensity because don't take them like silly because they're serious, integrity because they're human beings and not animals, and intelligence because they're smart and not dumb. So for round 9, you know, Mystery Singer, I went to the jungle the other day.
And you didn't take me?
I'm sorry, there was only one seat on the plane. But if there was more seats, I would. But anyway, something was really cool. The animals were actually really nice there. They treated me with respect, honor, and they even gave me a new bathing suit. I didn't take it because it was a woman's bathing suit. But they did teach me a new dance. Do you know what it was called, Mystery Singer?
What's that?
It was called this. Ow! With this song, it takes place where the wild animals live, which, if you don't know where they live in the jungle or in the Amazon, which is known as the wild side. Toddlers on the spectrum can have a wild behavior that is often misinterpreted because maybe they're doing handstands, they're banging their head on walls. That doesn't mean they're bad people. They're just having a difficult time with a situation that they can't perceive correctly. So for round 10, I don't feel too good. And I feel really, really hot.
Oh, he's hit the floor and he has this.
I took my baby to the pizza parlor. Now in this song, they went to a dinner and a movie date. To me, it resembles autism because most on the spectrum are picky when it comes to food and cinema because we don't like certain stuff on our food. We don't like certain things in movies or certain genres in movies or certain spices and sauces on our foods. And if you put it on there, I'm telling you right now, we aren't going to eat it or we're not even going to watch it, period. So for round 11, guess what? Tonight is Mystery Singer.
What night is it?
It's this night.
This is your night tonight.
In this song, there's a mention of females in here. And anyone on the spectrum wants a relationship as well, and they can treat anybody right. It just might take some time to approach with romantic feelings because I'll be honest, I've given up on love a long time ago. And that is sorry, but I have. And if you want to be in a relationship with me, you're going to be the one to approach me because I kind of don't. I've lost confidence in love, honestly, or love has died for me, sadly, or love has fallen in the ground. So that's kind of unfortunate. But anyway, to me, even if it's not a romantic feeling, it could just be a female friend. And I got that, but it just took 16 years. But even if it's not a male friend, it's just a female friend that's happy, whether they're in a relationship or not. It's just a female, and that makes us happy, period. So for round 12, I officially got out of the timeout chair after 15 minutes. And my grandpa told me this. I'm back!
Dance so you feel better.
Another title for this song can be Coming Back. I've bounced back before and have returned and conquered the world mentally, like I've said before, and I've conquered my place at the top of the food chain. I have made the choice to become more social, not for anyone else, but for me, because I am no longer living in a society where in my own mind, where I am not functioning, nor am I feeling depressed or with no one around me. I want people around me, and I want the sunshine up, and with some possible roses. So for round 13, you know something, Mystery Singer?
What up?
You know what I am?
What?
Bad.
Bad to the bone?
Nope, but I'm this kind of bad.
I got soul.
This song can reflect on the past. When you have children that are 6 to 8, they can sometimes come across as misbehaved, but honestly, they're just struggling because they're kids. They're honestly just kids who don't know what's right and wrong. I mean, you got a typical 6-year-old who doesn't know what's right and wrong. Sure. Add on autism, it's been a little difficult because you don't know if they're being a typical teen kid who just really just doesn't know what's going on, or an autistic moment that they're like, oh, I should probably step in and help. And when you go into Walmart, in a grocery store, or in a gas station, people look at that as misbehaved. Wrong. They're not. They're probably struggling because they don't understand something, and that's the higher chance of it. I mean, could they be misbehaving? Yes. But in my opinion, it's a higher chance they're just on the struggle bus at the moment. Now, folks, we got another advertisement, and we'll be right back. But don't forget to stay tuned. Perfection Auto Glass is the largest independent auto glass company in the state of Indiana, serving Bloomington, Fishers, Terre Haute, Greenwood, Anderson, and Muncie. They specialize in all aspects of auto glass repair and replacement on everything from domestic and import vehicles, RVs, heavy trucks, and equipment repairing glass, outside mirrors, windows, regulators, and motors. Perfection Auto Glass has trained and certified technicians that recalibrate the camera attached to your windshield to to ensure your lane departure warning and ADS safety features are working properly. Their staff has more than 100 years of combined experience and only uses the highest quality glass and sealants in the industry. If your windshield or windows are damaged in any way, just have them replace it or repaired as soon as possible for the safety of you and your loved ones. They offer both in-shop and mobile services as well as same-day service. Perfection Auto Glass works directly with all insurance companies, and their staff is committed to the highest level of quality service and attention to details that customers have come to expect. They understand that getting your vehicle back on the road as soon as possible is important to you. You can visit them online at perfectionautoglassindiana.com to learn more about their services and for a free quote, which I think is kind of cool, by the way, may I add. But anyway, please call Perfection Auto Glass for any and all your auto glass needs. Alright folks, and we're back. And yes, Perfection Auto Glass is a great company, and I hope you all use their services to the best of your ability. Alright, so for round 14, my papa bought something new, too, like I did with that car.
What?
Yeah, he bought this.
Papa, he's doing the jerk. He's doing the twist. Just like this.
Now, the King of Soul for this has something new. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And like us on the spectrum, we will try something new on our terms, but it's not easy. When it's routine, we're not going to do something new. When it's planned for 15 years, we're not going to change. But at the same time, yes, we will change, but it's going to be on our terms, and if we feel like it and we have to think that your persuasion or you persuading us is the best way for us to do it. So, Mystery Singer for round 15, I met someone new, and that guy's having a hard time. He's suffering through depression.
What's going on?
Well, he's just not feeling good. His parents are abusive, but I'm trying to make him do this. Life going nowhere. Somebody help me. The person in the song has been through the worst times of his life, but yet he has a smile and can manage happily by putting a smile on his face. Because some of the quotes that I'm probably going to throw out are, money can't buy you happiness. That is one thing that is for certain. Your mind and yourself is the only one that can lead you to happiness. And also, even though we've been through so much on the spectrum, yes, we will still have a smile on our face. Here's the deal. I always like to joke, and I say this, but it's true. You can't kill what won't die. Because, yes, you can put me as mentally unstable and try to challenge me as much as you can, but you ain't taking away my determination and passion, and that is not an opinion, that is a fact. So for round 16, all I'm going to say is the wolf couldn't blow this down.
Mighty, just letting it all hang out.
In the morale, this song shows two words. Dun, dun, dun. Confident person. I have had confidence issues, as I'm sure who's listening to this has had the same problem as me. There have been certain aspects where I've not had 100% confidence, and I still don't. Today I have like 99.9 because there's still some days where I'm just not confident and I just don't feel like good that day mentally because I just don't think that confidence can be given to me 100% or I can't do it 100%. I mean, I've hit to 99.9 and I'm happy with that, but I'm telling you right now, it ain't never going to be 100%. So for round 17, all I'm going to say is ready, blank, go.
You wanted me so much, but I didn't get it.
The line that the mystery singer sang shows delusion and oblivious, sometimes because people on the spectrum do not pick up on social cues. And believe me, I've been delusional and oblivious to social cues since I was born. And they're not easy to notice because one minute you don't know if they're being mean, one minute you don't be nice, and sometimes they're in the middle. And I don't like middle ground. You know me well enough. And see My Way or the Highway for more information on that one. But I don't like middle ground. It's either you're nice or mean. You like me, you don't. You hate me, you love me. You like chocolate vanilla. That's how it is. You don't. There's no chocolate vanilla marble ordeal on this case. So for round 18, Mystery Singer, you heard Def Leppard's Pour Some Sugar on Me, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, too. But guess what? There was a reason why that song came to life. He was inspired by this song.
You were my candy girl.
This song talks about candy, and like candy, people on the spectrum are sweet and truly care, but they just don't know sometimes how to help or do the right thing. And that's the worst, man. I'll tell you, when we're looking at something and we see there's an issue, oh my gosh, we don't know how to help. We want to help, but we don't. I mean, I'll admit it, I can be kind of cold, but there's some stuff that go through my heart like a steel, and I want to help, but I don't know what to do. I mean, should I call the cops? Should I approach? Should I stay back and let this happen? I mean, you always ask yourself, what do you do? Well, folks, I think that'll be all for today. I hope you learned some about funk music. But Mystery Singer, do you have anything you'd like to say before we go out?
Na na na, na na na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
Thanks for waiting for this episode. Please tune in for another episode coming in very soon. Hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble. Thank you very much.